Then we're going to take our square ruler. We're going to square up from C. Ooh, I got too much stuff on my table. Okay, so take your square ruler, square up from C. Okay, be very particular about your squaring, because any slight angle that we have that's different in our squaring will be totally off. Okay. Now, we need to measure up 3 inches, which it will put us at the same spot as our center back, where we marked A earlier. Okay, so that's up 3 inches. Okay. I'm going to draw a line across. This will keep us from having to square again. If you want to square, you definitely can, because we need to be particular. Squaring is important. Squaring is caring. We can say that. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. And we are actually going to draw this out. How much further? Okay. Now, this is the part where we have to use our design powers to figure out how much further we want this to go. We're going to go ahead and draw ours all the way out, but we need to figure out how far we need it, or how long we want it to go to. This is going to determine how our collar point looks, because this is what we're essentially making. So if we look here at my example collar, at our example collar, if we imagine that this is being squared, if this is our C, and we're squaring right here, then this only goes out, what, not even a good ½ inch. This might be about a ¼ of an inch. Yeah. This is just a ¼ of an inch further out from the square up. So that would be this. So if we were recreating that collar, it would look like that. And then we would draw this line here. Okay? That's if we were doing that collar. I don't like those collars very much at all. So what we can do is draw out 1 inch, and that will give us a more defined point. Okay? So I've measured out from my squared C line out 1 inch, and then we're going to connect them. This is an easy way to connect stuff sometimes, guys. Put your pencil down and then meet your ruler to your pencil, and then just angle it using your pencil mark. Angle it to where you're going to draw it to. Then we're finished. So this is the straight one that doesn't have a whole lot of curve to it. Okay. And we're really finished with this one. Now we can go at our seam allowances. We do a ½ inch all the way around. This is something that we're learning in my academy, or that we will be learning in my academy. I don't do different seam allowances everywhere. I don't like ¼ inch seam allowances. I think ¼ inch seam allowances are evil. And they will be the demise of the fashion industry. No, I don't believe that, but I'm erasing all these other lines we don't need. But ¼ inch seam allowances, you have to be really particular, once again, when we're sewing them. So in order to make things a little easier for us, we just use all 1/2 inch seam allowances. That's a blessing. Okay, so there's that. We can erase all of this other mumbo jumbo. Okay, then we are going to square down. This is our shoulder notch. Okay. And we're going to draw our seam allowances. Now, we are going to put a couple different seam allowances because you can do this a couple of different ways. You can do a collar that sits on the straight, or not seam allowances, I apologize. What I meant to say was grain line. You can do it on a straight grain line. You can do this collar on the bias, and you can add a center back seam just in case you have stripes that are going this way and you want the stripes on the other half of the collar to go like this. So you're doing this number on the what you call it, on your collar, or we'll do like this. Now, I do not advise that we always put several different grain lines on our patterns. If this is your personal set of patterns and no one else looks at these, then of course we can do all these different possibilities of grain lines. I'm going to write my name on it. I'm going to write what this is. This is a basic straight collar, and this is for my academy, JC Academy. And then we're going to write what size it is. So this is the size of my dress form. We write a slash, and then that's how many we're going to cut if there's a seam allowance here. Now, we did not make a seam allowance, so this is going to be on the fold, and we need to write that. Okay, so I wrote that there on the fold. I wrote my name, what it is. This just tells me what it's for, so I don't mix it up and lose it. And the size and the cut number. Okay, so we're done with that, and really quickly we are going to make our undercollar. If I can finish this in time.